Welcome to Big E's Auto YouTube channel. I'm Big E. So today we're going to be working on an F250. We're going to be replacing the driver's side door hinges. As you can see here, I got started. You can see how much that's messed up. I put new pins and bushings in, and it's still out loose. So obviously what ends up happening is the holes that are in the hinge actually were oblong. So you're still going to get that play. So I got hinges. They're here somewhere. So I already started with, I cut 2 wires because there's no connectors. I cut the wires for the speaker because that's the only thing in the door here. That's in your hoop here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. But I cut the wires for the speaker because that's the only thing here. I removed the door panel for just to take some weight off. So the next thing we're going to do is we have to get the upper and lower pins, have to drive them out with a hammer, and then the doors should lift off. And I just came to the realization I grabbed everything but a hammer. Everything else I needed but a hammer. All right, so I'm going to go grab a hammer. When I come back, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this door off. And then I'm going to show you how to replace the hinges. I'm not even sure what I'm going to get up against here because I had some people that I talked to say these hinges could be bolted and glued. They could be just glued. They could be just bolted. I don't know. Hopefully they're just bolted. So that way we just unbolt them and they come right off. If they're glued on, we're going to be wailing on this thing with a chisel and a hammer. So not quite sure what I'm going to go up against, but I got the hinges and they got to be replaced. So we're going to see what we're up against. But anyway, for right now, I'm going to go get a hammer, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, Big E, so I'm back. Had a little bit of an issue with getting the bottom pin out. We still have the top one in. A little trick. I don't know if I can show you guys over here. Okay. It took, it kind of concocted. Right, but you need to get it. Use a jack and a block of wood to help. It helps lift because your door is going to sag. Okay, is what it's doing. It's sagging. That's why. That's because the pins are worn out. So you want to use that jack to kind of find where that middle is, where there's weight off the hinges, so you can get these pins out. So it's hard to tell, but I have the bottom. Got to take the top one out. So go ahead and okay, so it's almost out. So you got to be ready. You pull this pin out, pull the bottom one out. That's the only thing. It's really a two-person job. Out, so the door will come right off. with the door off completely. Let me see if I can get you guys closer without dropping the camera from here. So you have your hinges here. They look like three 15mm here that hold the hinge in. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can unbolt those. Find out our question today, which would be, are they glued on or are they just bolted on? So I'm going to grab some wrenches and I'm going to bolt this and see if it comes off. I'll be right back. Alright everybody, back. We got the hinges off and Levi, he showed up to help me. Before say hi quick, I'll get some hinges. Real quick, buddy. Okay, just went high. There he is. Alright, so this is your upper hinge. No, wait, I lied. This is your upper hinge because it has that spring inside there. Okay. Lower hinge. So it ended up that the bottom hinge is bolted in with 3 bolts. 13mm, by the way. I was wrong with 15 and 14. They were 13mm socket. I used a shallow 13mm socket on a universal joint to get in there and get those out. The top one was glued, but because the age of the truck, it was basically a small ball peen hammer. I whacked it, it came right off. Not a big deal. So it was bolted, and the glue, I think, from over the years just gave up because of the rust. So there's some rust here naturally. I'm going to hit it with some black paint for now, and then that way that prevents any rust from continuing underneath the new hinges and rotting the truck out over time. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to paint this, and then I got to wait for it to dry, and then we're going to go over the next step should be installing the new hinges. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, guys, we're back here. So I got the hinges on here. Now I wasn't anticipating that they were already going to have the pins in them here, so that kind of complicates it, and I really don't want to take it apart because it looks like they have serrated bushings in there and a thicker pin here. So what I want to show you is how to tell, well, at least what I use, I'm not saying this is the actual way to do it, but between the upper and lower, I don't know if you see this here, this dimple here, and they have a roller here with this. It has a spring here on the heart. See that? So that's how I can tell it's the upper hinge. Okay, the bottom one has this bar on it here. Okay, so that way when it's open, it acts like a stop. You see that? So that's how I can tell the difference between the top and bottom. We have, as you see, the door is completely, everything's off. You see the overspray there, but that's actually a good thing because we can use that as a reference as where to position the door or where to on the hinge, so that way we get the door to open and close close to what it was before. Hopefully get as close on the alignment. And I'm not saying we don't have to tweak it, but we might have to tweak it later. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can wrestle this door on. And hopefully when I come back, I'll have the door on and at least close to the adjustment, so that way it can open and close. So I'm going to wrestle this. When I come back, we'll see how it worked out. Alright guys, Big E. So we're finishing up here. As you can see, we got our hinges on here. I got to finish putting the speaker wire on. Took a little bit of some adjustment here, but I'm going to take here, and your alignment's good. I got to adjust the striker yet, but you can see here the body, that's your telltale sign if your body lines line up, and that's pretty gosh darn close. Check your gap, check here of your, if it lines up with your other body panels. You can see it's smooth, it's not sticking out, it's not beveled in. So that's how you can tell you have a good door adjustment. And you know, the door, I mean, obviously I gotta make a little more adjustment, but it does close. But you can see there's no, the door doesn't drop and there's no hang up.
I might have to adjust the striker a little bit. And now it's just a matter of eyeing it up and just opening and closing the door 1,500 times. So anyway, that's it for a door hinge installation on OBS Ford. Did you want to say hi quick? Levi's here. There's Levi. Say hi, buddy. Okay, so he's been helping me out. So it's hot here. It's sweated. I'm glad this is done. So hopefully this helps if you have an F250 or any vehicle for that matter. And you feel like your door, if you put door pins in and still dropping, chances are your hinges are worn out. So you put hinges on, and probably your most time consuming. I would recommend having a second person to put the door back on. I did it, but man, it was a ball buster. So that's it for now. Like and subscribe, hit the notification button, leave a comment. Maybe you have some better suggestions or something for the door install, but it does work. I'm happy with it. I did booger up a couple spots, but probably wouldn't have it if I had another person here helping me. But anyway, watch out for each other. What, Levi?
I'm the other person.
You're the other person? Okay. All right. Anyway, like and subscribe. Watch out for each other. Take care of each other. We'll see you next time right here on Big E's Auto. Bye for now.